Tatum with some nice D. And here's Boston. And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
And it's Austin with the ball. Following the bucket by Boston. Here's Jackson. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. As you can imagine, the team spent much of their practice preparing for Devin Booker. Coach said there's no great way to defend him. He can beat mid-range well beyond the arc as well. And on top of all that,
maybe 30, 40, 40 minutes.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's
Edey. You're on YouTube. You can watch this, man.
Now White. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Left side Morant. Booker for three. And once again off the mark by Austin.
What you mean? NCAA?
Stolen by Anunoby.
Oh.
Here's Morant. Here he goes. And Porzingis with the block.
Those long arms of Porzingis are a serious factor on defense.
Outside Anunoby. Outside Booker. To win the run. Pass to Jackson. It's stolen by Holiday. Inside. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
So elite one.
Incredible hustle by Porzingis to get up.
I need that dude. I need that. What I gotta do?
Time called here.
Oh, hold on. Don't even tell me now. Just wait till I get done with this game, then tell me, because I done been up and out. Mm-hmm.
Austin decides to talk it over.
Yeah.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Austin. 9-point game. Pass to Edey.
80-something?
Back to Booker.
Mm-hmm. Veteran one.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Morant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
What a confident shot by Morant. Gets the hot pass and puts it right up.
Here's Holiday. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Ja Morant picks one up. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Boston.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
YouTube cut the ball fine.
Now here's Morant.
Big curve.
His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. Driving to the basket. And then Morant with the dunk.
This is what Morant does so well. No one can stay in front of him.
Pass to Tatum. Kick out to White. There's the 3. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
They set the pick. Jackson with it. Pounded by Tatum. And stolen by Porzingis. Outside, Brown. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
Now here's Booker. Still no points. Count it.
Make no mistake, Devin Booker is a shooter. If he sees a chance, he is going to take it.
Pass to Horford. Back to Pritchard. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Cornette. Hauser, that's good.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Time called here. Austin decides to talk it over. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
You must conduct your dancing shoes at home. Coming onto the floor for the Ewing team, Jay.
A minute 31 left in the first quarter of the game. Left side, Booker. Pass to Huff. 6 to shoot. The shake. And he sinks the layup.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Cornette at the post. Huff pulls it in. Now here's Jackson. No points yet. Pass to Wells. Here's Pippen. Here's Booker. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
People first think of Booker as an outside shooter, but he does a lot of his work in the lane.
Shoots from 12.
Out of bounds. A 19 ball. Substitutions for the Celtics. Jason Tatum.
32 seconds left in the first quarter here. It's Booker on the wing. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. Pass to Jackson. The 17-footer. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
One of many weapons in Jackson Jr.'s arsenal. He can spot up on you and make it look too easy.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw misses. Good on the second one.
Now look, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners.
Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Boston out in front. They're up 7. And we'll be back.
15.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Timeout. And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Austin making a switch here. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Here's Kennard. Pass to Jackson. Horford with some nice D.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Tatum inside. Austin grabs a miss. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the Wizards. That'll wrap up this short two-game road trip. Jackson outside. Wells. Nice D from Tatum. Celtics lead by 7. To the middle. Here's Cornet. Three-pointer. Pass to Pritchard. Tatum with it. Goes back up. Tatum showing off the strength.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
Kennard on the wing. Jackson the screen. Baseline try. Kennard can't get it to go.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
They get it back. Horford outside. Pass to Tatum. Tatum on the drive. And finished off by Tatum.
Ooh, quick first step by Tatum. Then look out.
Hard to find a season in his career where Horford didn't make an impact, RJ.
One way or another, he's going to help his team win. Still out there doing it and doing it at a high level. He's kind of an ageless wonder.
Here's Kennard. Blocked! Here's Pritchard. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Uncovered. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Kennard outside to the inside. Here's Jackson. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Outside Tatum. Pass to Hauser. Back to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pritchard. Fires the 3. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
It's hauled in by Ja Morant. And it's Austin with the ball. Down by 12. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Pass to Huff. And Porzingis with the block.
They look frustrated right now. Nothing seems to be falling, and it's starting to get to them.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Here's Porzingis. Operating inside. Porzingis.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
Here's Morant. Driving in. That one's good for 2. Morant's got 7 points.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Here's Booker. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. He has 6.
Just a walking bucket. Devin Booker is one of the very few guys who can lead a team to the finals and take over a playoff game.
Brown gets the inside finish.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Anunoby on the wing. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Huff. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Celtics lead by 12. Here's Porzingis. It's hauled in by Ja Morant.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Pass to Booker. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Boston pulls it in.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Down low. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Putting his court vision on full display. Holiday plays the role of floor general pretty effectively.
Morant surveying the floor. For 3, Booker. That one doesn't drop. And here are the Celtics. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Pass to Porzingis. Ooh, poked away. And stolen by Booker. And they're on the run. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. White with the steal. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. Count it. Holiday's got 7 points in the game.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Morant. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston leading by 16. Pass to Horford. And here's Holiday. And the layup is good off the glass. Holiday's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Huff. Back to Morant. Jackson, the screen. Shot clock at 3. For 3, Booker. The shot no good. Good work defensively by White. Takes it inside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And so it's the Boston Celtics ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And it's Morant with the ball for Austin. Outside Anunoby. Back to Morant. Pass to Edey. Now here's Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. Sinks that one from the post.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And the basket by Holiday.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line. The first one falls.
In terms of point of attack, on-ball defenders, it does not get better than Drew Holiday. He is relentless and has great length as well.
Here's Morant. Left side,
Yes,
Booker.
sir.
To the middle.
I already know you do. I already know you
Outside to
do.
Morant.
2 more forward. You see it, don't it?
With the
You
3
see
second
it,
call.
don't it, nigga? I'm sorry, don't tell him. Taylor said he won't in,
They are
You see how
blowing
he
this
made
one
these
open.
jerseys and all
Maybe
that?
the only question is how big will this
You
lead
see he
grow?
done changed the name and all that. He done changed the
Points
team.
coming
Like,
from
you gotta
inside.
see the court.
In
Oh, he
that
done made the court.
respect, they've been the
And you
more
see the
aggressive
name of it,
team.
long dick, long
Time
hair.
called here.
Long
Austin
dick,
decides
long
to talk it over.
Yeah. Yeah, see he changed the name.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
Booker with
Oh,
it.
what we
He's
good
at
at.
6. And Anunoby gets it to go.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with
Yep.
a dime.
Right side, Porzingis. Fires from 14. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Here's Morant. Into the lane.
We had to do it for the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Outside
straight with it. Cause,
Booker.
I mean, look at it. What,
From the arc.
both playoffs, he
Sinks the
contributed
tray.
nothing. You see what I'm saying?
Booker's got
Hey,
9 points.
Neil said, what team you trying to get
The
on?
evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
Yeah.
Here's Holiday.
Nah, somebody already got the
Clean.
Lakers. Big X got the Lakers. He
go,
done made
one-on-one.
trades and all that already. There's a bunch of teams available.
Tatum
Like the
brings it
Spurs, okay, the
down
Spurs not, because it ain't but a few of
Out of
them.
bounds,
The
it'll go to
Spurs
the
not
Celtics.
available. And I think he picked the Memphis, and that's how he able to get.
Well, we're into the
Yeah.
3rd quarter. Just
Yeah, they're
over
available.
2.5
Yeah, Minnesota
minutes
available.
played. Outside Holiday. White for 3. Austin grabs a miss. Pass to Booker. Fires for 3. Holiday grabs the miss. Porzingis surveying the floor. And they go to the
He
intentional
had
foul.
to, because I definitely was
Don't want to stop the
do
clock
that
right
to
there.
KP in the
I'm not
past.
quite sure what he was thinking.
Second team foul.
Off the inbound pass. Austin again missing. And it's Austin with the ball. Outside Morant. Pass to Wells. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Mm-hmm.
3rd quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Brown with it. Here's Pritchard.
Somebody open.
5 points in the game. Pass to Tatum. And here's Brown. Back to Tatum. Just 4 to shoot.
Yeah.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Again, the miss by Boston. 3 on 3. Left side, Morant. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from the mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Here's Tatum. Austin grabs a miss. Here's Wells. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And he slams it in one-handed.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Booker for 3. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Booker's got 12 points.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Celtics lead by 19. Here's Tatum. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Inside. Edey. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
Outside, Brown. And he banks in the layup. Brown's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim. It's been a blowout thus far, but they're trying to get back into the game.
Tatum with a screen. To the inside. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Pass to Booker. A minute 4 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. 5 to shoot. Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Celtics lead by 17. Inside. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
Pass to Booker. Lets it go from deep. Good, and the setup by Morant. Booker's got 11 in the second half.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
3-pointer Holiday. It doesn't go for him.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Here's Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Morant doing a good job using the pump fake to his advantage.
Austin shooting their first free throws of this game. So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line. Here's Brown. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Ja Morant picks 1 up.
So hard to guard him without fouling sometimes. Brown doesn't mind getting a little contact on his way up.
Hits both from the stripe. Here's Booker. 17 points in the game. Pass to Pippen. And once again, off the mark by Austin. And so it's Boston looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They put in work down low. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Boston leading by 17. Here's Kornet. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
Both shots good from the stripe.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to Huff. Oh, it's stolen. Back to Booker. Jackson outside. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
Tatum inside. Pass to Hauser. Takes a 3. The rebound by Jackson. Outside Anunoby. Here's Pippen. Down low. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Pritchard. Kornet sets a screen to the middle. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Pass to Huff. Outside Booker. Fires from deep. The shot off that time.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
On offense, here's Austin. They trail by 16. And it's Kornet with a rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Back to Tatum. Shoots over Booker. A nice shot by Tatum. And the Celtics lead by 18.
Over the years, Tatum has limited the amount of mid-range jumpers that he takes, but it is still a natural part of his game.
Man, good whistle there.
The first free throw is good.
Jay Puff taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. Celtics lead by 17. Here's Horford. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Horford. This one for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Horford's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Booker. Here's Edey. Horford pulls it in.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more. Jackson rolling off the pick, can finish with either hand or just rise and fire.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Here's Tatum. And is blocked. Jackson outside. Driving inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Such a forceful drive by Jackson Jr. Defense doesn't want to get in his way.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Boston leading by 17. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
He's 6'4" and well-built. Drew is bigger and stronger than you think.
Holiday hits them both. Now Morant. To the wing, right side. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Nice D from Tatum. On the wing, Holiday. The kick out to White. Back to Holiday. Oh, stolen by Morant. Here's the break. Booker with it. Now guarded by White. Pass to Edey. Outside Morant. Drops in the layup for two.
Oh, one thing about Ja, oh, he's determined.
Celtics lead by 17. Here's Brown. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Right side Booker. From behind the arc. The rebound, Celtics. To the left side wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Porzingis in the post. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 19.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Brown with the steal. The finish. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Well, Brown watches the ball closely, and that allows him to find that opening to get the steal.
Pass to Anunoby. Takes the three. And once again, off the mark by Austin. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Knocked loose. And stolen by Morant.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Celtics.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Jason Tatum.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
Back to Booker. Outside for Morant. Anunoby for three. Good, and the setup by Morant.
Anunoby, 3.
One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Deflected. They recover it. Outside, Brown. The rebound by Edey. On offense, here's Austin. Outside Anunoby. Outside Booker. It's stolen by Holiday. And the shot goes in. And the Celtics lead by 20.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Now here's Morant. No good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that about wraps it up.